2019, it's got obscenely loud for some reason in the last half an hour. Maybe it's because we're in like the main guitar section now. But I'm here with my dear friend Martin. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, steady on. And of course we're on the Victory amp stand. The beautiful Danish Pete is with me. But what is new for 2019, Martin?
Well, the main new amplifier is the V140D, which is quite conveniently located here. So that's new. It's a 100-watt version of the V40 Deluxe with 4 6L6s in the output stage, steady on, a full-length reverb tank, and some little tweaks of the reverb and the mid-kick.
Right.
So that's it in a nutshell.
So obviously the V40's been probably one of the most popular amplifiers in the range, and I guess it's very popular like to have that slightly lower wattage kind of amplifier for live. The 100 watt seems a bit of a throwback to me. So what was driving the interest in that?
A lot of people were saying that they liked the V40D, but it didn't have the headroom sometimes for live. You know, they just needed, if they had a loud drummer, they just wanted to feel that they were cutting through the mix.
So a little bit like, I guess, if you want maximum clean sound at high volume, like a Fender Twin or even like a classic 2-rock or something like that, you just want that 100 watt massive headroom, and it just gives a different vibe. I know, having spoken to Mick Taylor, he's excited about this kind of amplifier because he likes that, you know, much more snappy response.
Yes, he does. Yeah. And it is. There's a fullness that comes with 100 watts, larger transformers, and that is just, we were getting feedback, people saying that they liked it, but it was just running out of steam a little bit too early.
Cool. So it's not like a better amp than the V40. It's just, in some instances, some guitar players are still going to prefer the V40.
Yes, they will.
But others. Anyway, we've got the wonderfully talented Peter Honore here, who also was, I believe, part of the reason why the V140 came into fruition, because he also wanted an amp that maybe replicated more of that big powerhouse, big clean sounding amp. Can you take it away for us, Mr. Peter?
But I always like these amps, right?
What's the best way you can describe? I mean, let's be fair, this is the worst possible environment to
so
try.
bad. Play a guitar that you've never played before into an amp, but you can't hardly hear anything. It's just the noise level in here is incredible.
But what is it for you that on the 100's going to do that the 40 doesn't do?
Just the headroom. So it's not necessarily louder as such, but it just gives you more to play with when you, for instance, put pedals in front of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you'll turn it up. It will be louder than this, but it's just more. It's just more. As I'm correct in saying, it just gives you more, and that's the thing you need. It might be a little bit more difficult to control in your playing because you have to adapt to those 100-watt amps, and it might not. When you first plug it in, a lower wattage might be easier to play. You know what I mean? 100 watts is always a little bit more difficult to play.
So almost like a pro player's kind of amplifier.
Yeah, it's like a grown. It's a man's amp. You know what I mean? No, but you have to. You know, I think when we were here last year, John Mayer said something similar about the PRS amp he uses. You have to know how to play it. You know what I mean? And I think it's been saying that. But when you figure that out, it's just going to give you so much more back.
Play something where there's like some heavy chops on the bass end, so where the V40 might naturally compress up a little bit, and this will be a bit pokier.
I can try, but I'm wondering if you would even hear that in this environment. You know what I mean? But you're just talking about. I mean, I can turn this up much louder. There's definitely a different way. It feels a different way, but again, it's really difficult to tell. I can hardly hear.
Well, we'll get one of the. I've ordered these. As soon as they turn up in the store, we'll do a proper demo. Maybe you can come down and tell us a little bit more about the ins and outs. It looks cool. It's got that little bit of extra. It's like Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear.
Just check out me dialing up the volume. And the master down with it on voice 2, mid kick 2. Yeah, and it's now a 3 position, which I like. I like 3 positions. That's great, isn't it? And you can hardly hear it in here.
Is it the most pointless place to try and demo gear ever? So, from where I saw this last, it seems to have grown a lot more purple lights.
It has, indeed it has, yes. It's now got MIDI capability.
M1D1?
M1D1.
So what was the reason behind that?
Mr. Reverb was the reason behind that. Decided he would throw a spanner in the works after we did a kind of
Was it just
launch.
the analog switching just got too complicated?
Yes, yeah, it's sometimes 4 or 5 buttons is too much to stamp on when you've got other stuff to think about. So it was just sensible. It was a good idea, and so that's why it's back again, having grown some purple lights.
So you've now got the ability via MIDI to do your gain 1 to gain 2 channel switching,
yep.
Your master 1 to
master
master 2 switching, the clean to a crunch mode.
Yep.
Preamp focus on and off, effects loop on and off.
Yep.
So you got a load of stuff here, haven't you, that you can switch now via MIDI?
Yes.
Oh well, that's cool. And I know that the video that you and Reverb have done of this is killer, and especially the live track that he did, that Tosca track. So rather than us try and demo it here, I'll put a link in the description below. You can go and find that. But
that's better. Yes.
Yes. Anything else exciting, or are we done?
That's it on this stand.
Woohoo! Thank you, Martin. You're a
Yes.
lovely man.
You're
Speak to you
most
soon.
welcome.
Take care.